Good morning, Retro Gamer 5000. Good morning. We're just getting started over here. Good morning to all retro gamers out there. Just any EverQuest enjoyers in the house. I think you're gonna enjoy this. It's EverQuest. Thursday morning, you know. You already know. That's what we're doing every time. Without fail. And just rebuff real quick, and then we're breaking a name camp or two. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling powerful. It's on Red 99, buddy. P99 Red. The third option. The kooky crazy out there option. We run this. We run this server. They're gonna name this FOH 99. Because Flower's running it. Alright, let's start with this hot where'd my cursor go? Weird. Lost my cursor for a sec. Start with this top priority camp over here. Yeah, I'm SK. Okay, so I already cleared a couple ads. It's level 55 SK. I have a 60 SK. I want to get this one 60 as well, so that I have two 60 SKs. And then we'll work on the next SK. Probably. You know, I like SKs. Anyway, check this web out. This is the engraved Dzok Deathbringer. It's awesome. If I can't kill this guy single in the corner, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to snare him. Oh, shit. Alright, snare him. Drag him over here. Okay. We'll let these ones, You got your duck stick today. Nice. Congrats on that. That's the colloquial term for the Necromancer Epic, am I right? That's the duck stick. I have a 55 Necro. I have not tried any epic stuff yet, but I do really like the Necro. He's been fun. You know, I like to solo a lot. Everyone knows what I've heard the term. I've enjoyed a lot of EverQuest over the years, we could say. Alright, let me go snag this named. See. Think it's ready? Let's find out. Cavalier, single. Beautiful. Alright. This shouldn't be too hard. He's green to me, but yeah, he did harm touch me. Your Necro 60, about time. Nice. Yeah, I haven't done too many epics overall. I did a warrior epic on retail way back when, but it wasn't so far back that it was like impressive. It was, you know, still a long time ago, but a few expansions later, so I was able to, you know, solo stuff that would have took a lot of help in its era, you know. But then I went on to do my Warrior 2.0 eventually. I did the Druid 1.0, and again, it was like not as impressive when I did it, but it did teach me a lot about soloing on the Druid. You're one part away from Cleric Epic? Nice. Let me guess. Pearl. Is it the Ragefire Pearl part, or what? If I had to guess. Adamantite Epilogues. Yeah, the Cleric Epic I'm pretty familiar with. That's got to be so in demand on servers with a lot of people. I feel like Ragefire must die like pretty quick, huh? Long line for that one. Okay, so that camp's done. I just wanted that one named. We got one more camp over here. You know, honestly, even though I'm kind of limping, my HP 60, mana 45. I don't want to wait. I want to pull this guy. I want to just slay him. But I'll wait a little bit. Maybe when I get 80, and then whatever my mana is when my HP is 80. Let's give it a vote don't, yeah. Let's be safe. It's just safer to metasec. I'm really impatient. I'm bad at meting. You know, it's not my strong suit. So let's not even look at him. Yeah. Thank you, Retro Gamer. I like your advice right now. Let's recover. We dig through the bag a little bit, see what kind of tricks we got that might help us. My invis now, I am. I have invis undead on now, but I also cleared all this hallway stuff right before the stream started. But you know what? It's probably gonna be respawning soon. So yeah, it's a good thing to be invis. Good idea. All right, tricks that might help us. I could put on this for a little more intelligence, but I would lose. Oh, nothing. Let's do that. A little more intelligence. We'll put the bow on when we want it. Obviously the Reaver's not going to help because it's not magic. That is pretty good. This thing's also good. Nice proc. Clobbers them. Floaty boots. We could buff ourselves. Sure. Not a turtle ring. Ooh, okay, yeah, we can get a little more stats there. Always good to have more stats. Min-maxing now. When you're clicking the turtle boots, you know you're min-maxing. You know, you can't tell me otherwise. Okay. That's about all I want to pull out for this. I don't want to use charges of anything. Why do I have who all? Well, it's just a PvP server thing. We're always constantly. Normally, I type it. I type /space all. Just I always say knowledge is power, and this is knowledge, right? You do a count command. Space the /who when it's just a slash, and then a space and then count, and then your lower end and your upper end. So this will tell me everyone 21 to 30 inclusive. So you gotta do the all, and that works regardless of if they're anonymous or not. This is the whole server right now. It's early. Hey, speaking of which, rise and grind, 6 a.m. on a Thursday morning like clockwork. I'm not actually unlike clockwork. I'm a little early today. I couldn't wait. I just enjoy this game so much. I had to get right back to it. All right, HP is looking yeah. Yeah, I get up bright and early isn't even the right word. It's still dark. It's dark and early. East Coast. I mean, actually repping Connecticut. I got the hat. We exist. Just like Red 99 players, you know? We exist. We're out there. Connecticut residents. Alright. I'm gonna pull the Executioner. Dark Helmet, good morning. A single pull? I only got one frock, but that could be misleading sometimes. I don't know if it's broken on your guys' server too, but see? I didn't see a Wangul frock at me. Just split it. I could probably kill both at once. This is a P99 red. What a twist. What an unusual finish to that typical start. Yeah, yeah. We're just getting started over here. It's every Thursday thing. Okay, this executioner is probably single by now. If that wand walked all the way back, we're good. We're golden. I'm all alone. I'm all alone for now. You never know. Somebody else has been popping in and out. I've been seeing the who all list go from 5 players to 6 players. We're back to 5. This guy just set out a character. He says he's a hero. That's a clue, right? He's a magician. I know this because he was trying to buy Call of the Hero, and he kept saying he wants to be a hero. I assume that means he got his Call of the Hero spell. There's 2 magicians online right now. Proc Hammer, right? Come on, Proc. Don't do me like this. I should have probably dispelled his damage shield too, but it's not that much. Alright. Light tap a couple times. I'm getting like so into the Hual that I'm not even looking at my own HP, but we're okay. We're okay. Ooh, damage shield wore off. I'm gonna fizzle it. There we go. Ah! Late fizzle. Such a hard spell for me. I just got it. I just picked it up. Even though it was a level 54. I went through all of 54 without it. And I hardly cast Abjuration. There's a proc, finally. 73 damage proc. Hell yeah. Look at all this money. This is 180 something plat. This is like 40 something, 50 plat. Agnar's low pop as well, but you love this era of the game. So you gotta make your own fun sometimes, you know? And maybe running through the East Commons tunnel might be a little, you know, liminal, a little surreal, but you get used to it. You get used to it. I've been running through empty East Common lands even back when there was players on this server. But way back when, I did get in some fights in there too. That was fun. It's kind of like a bottleneck. So when people are running through, um, you know, south to north or north to south, that was one of the ways they would go. Especially like trolls and ogres who were going through the tunnel rather than Freeport a lot. And yeah, sometimes I'd battle some of these guys from a guild called Straight Outta Agok. That was very fun. Cheers to them. But anyway, we just killed 2 names. They were both up when I woke up. I haven't even looked at any other camps yet. Let's roll with it. I'm actually out of coffee creamer. I know I like to give an update on what kind of coffee I'm drinking for the day, what kind of creamer combination we're going with. We're going with black coffee. Straight up. Tried and true. Honestly, now that I'm doing it past couple days, I'm starting to think I might even just cut creamer out of the equation. Just do. I get up before the sun and I drink black coffee. Am I officially an old man? I think that's. I think I might have checked too many boxes right there. I make that switch. All right. Anyway, we're going. It's pretty good. Like honestly, like I used to do cream and sugar. Cream and sugar was like, uh, I thought the superior way. Okay, actually, we're coming full circle because I originally did black coffee because I didn't come from a coffee drinking family. I was just, trying it as a college student, living on my own for the first time. I was like, do a little coffee maker, drink a little coffee, and I made coffee and I drank it, and I was like, oof, this is freaking bitter. This is like an adult beverage, but you got to do what you got to do. I muscled it down, and then after a while, somebody seen me doing it, and they're like, "You don't put cream and sugar in?" I was like, of course I do, yeah." And I tried that, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is like delicious." And I went with that for years, many years. Hey, the dude, your streak is a 50 string streak. That is insane. Thank you, the dude. Once I get my white New Balance, I'm in the club, the old man club. Okay, noted, noted. Um, so we're coming full circle because I did the cream and sugar thing for a long time, and then I started just cutting out the sugar and doing just a flavored creamer, just a little splash of creamer, and that was keeping me going for years now. And yeah, I ran out of creamer, and I haven't had time. It's been such a busy week for me. If anybody's a streaking viewer like the dude, they know I wasn't able to stream on Tuesday, which is my preferred Tuesday, right? Tuesday. It makes sense. It rhymes. So of course I like to do it like that. But I couldn't do it this week. I had to do Tuesday on a Wednesday, which is yesterday. So I've been busy, basically. I was able to like cram that stream in there, play a little bit of Lort, which was very fun. I'm enjoying Lort. It's hard as shit. You got a safety meeting? Hey, Dark Helmet, stay safe out there. You know what I mean? You got to, your safety's in your hands. Your whole family wants you coming home in one piece, right? And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you're on the clock, don't overextend. Stretch before you do anything. You know what I mean? Stay limber. We're clocking in. We're locking in, and we're definitely just getting started over here. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing good. Maybe we go straight to the gargoyles. The XP at the top of the tower is not huge, but the money can be some of the best. Alright, let's switch up the weapon. This is not undead, right? Reeve 'em. Oh, feels good to stretch. Retro gamer, you drink some black coffee. Hey, cheers to that. Delicious. Yeah, it's honestly, I've been living a pretty clean lifestyle as far as I stopped drinking soda earlier this. I guess now it's 2026. Earlier last year, and it was kind of the same reason that I stopped doing anything. Right, I'll run out, and then I'll be like, you know what, I'm good. Everything's getting too expensive anyway. Cut another freaking cost somehow. Always down. Always down to cost cut. Um, Quit cigarettes a long time ago now. During the pandemic. I guess that's not that long ago, but it's been years. Quit energy drinks a couple of years after that, so it's been a couple of years at least now. I used to drink at least one Monster per day, sometimes two. Preferably two, honestly. If I could only afford one, it's because times were tight. But if I had the money, I bet I was buying a second one. But I would never do a third because I did not like the way I felt on three monsters in a 24-hour period. But now I'm on zero monsters in a 24-hour period, and I think been an improvement for me. If anything, I might feel more energized without energy drinks. Used to drink them soft drinks regularly till 2012. Been a very long time. Hey, congrats on that. That's not always easy. Um, like I said, this quitting sodas, soft drinks, whatever for me was just it was kind of just I was over it. Like I'm not strictly against them. I'm just not buying them anymore. You know what I mean? If I'm out, maybe because even longer than I haven't smoked cigarettes. I haven't drank alcohol, to be honest. I've been sober for a decade now, which is good for me, you know? That's why I'm nice chewy now. If nothing changed, I'd still be regular chewy. I'm sure. You just don't want sugar anymore. That's yeah, that's probably good, you know? Like all right, let's see what other camps we can mess around with. Oh, you know what? I'm not messing around with anything with this Reaver equipped. How about that? Back to I was gonna call it sword and board. It's like hammer and board. SBS. It's Chardock loot. Speaking of Chardock, I'm always looking up the Whoall. There's some people creeping around in there last night. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. Forgot about this guy. I like to try to get behind them when they're casting. I don't know if it actually helps your hit rate or whatever, but I like to believe it does. I'll do whatever I can to try to land that bash. If getting behind helps, I'm going behind. Okay. Bloodthirsties are quite hard. Unless just switch the way we do it. Right now I'm tanking them, face tanking them, aka tanking them with my face. I just stand there and look at them. They stand there and look at me. And if we change it up, I might take less damage, right? Probably fear kite if you catch what I'm getting at. So let's do that a little bit. Ugh, this one's got a damage shield too. But it's only a Erd Ghoul Wizard's targetable one, which I think is like 2 or 3 damage. It only says you're burned. It doesn't say for how much, and it's kind of hard to make sense of P99's jumpy HP, right? Maybe 4 damage? 2 damage. Because it was 4 damage off of 2 hits. That's what it looked like to me anyway. Oh, my damage shield wore off. Guess I got a proc there. There's one more thing I want to do before I start fear kiting over here. And that's, I won't pull the Dar across the pit. Here, I'll show you. I call this guy Trouble. You could probably guess why. He's troublesome, this Dar. He's dark blue to me. He is, in fact, the highest level a Dar can be. I know that because he's always the highest level a Dar can be. Whatever level that is, I forget. It's like 45, maybe? Something like that. He's tough. He's a tough Dar. They hit like trucks. They got HP like trucks. And they're very truck-like in their persistence. You know what I mean? Especially that one. He's trouble. So pull him first. And then I'll have plenty of room to mess around. Oh, I guess there's that also that low level one over here. The Wand Ghoul. Probably kill that too. Just to, like I said, plenty of room to move around. Split. And start slaying. It's nice to get a nice early start on this, because, gives us time to get a few respawns at the camp. This is, of course, Frenzied Ghoul. If you don't know this camp, it's a classic camp from classic EverQuest, and it's, you know, a very storied and iconic spot. Everybody likes the FBSS. I'd show you one right now, but I'm not wearing one. So that'd be cool, right? Increase my attack speed a little bit. I was wearing one. I gave it away though. I passed it on to a winner of a contest. It was because we were celebrating palindrome names. It was on the Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2025 last year. Every Sunday is the Swamptacular Splash Fest. And now it's 2026, so we'll have another palindrome name contest, I think. I think that was fun. I think that was one of the most fun things we did last year. Everybody, you know, made palindrome names and came to Grob, and we judged them and gave out prizes. And it was really cool. And I know I say this all the time, but the honorable mention was Yo Banana Boy. I didn't pick Yo Banana Boy as the winner, but I call my cat Chester. I address him Yo Banana Boy quite a lot. If he's laying on the ground in a banana shape, I say, "Yo, banana boy." So I gotta shout that out every time. That I should have gave the FBSS to Yo Banana Boy perhaps because it stood the test of time. But the winner was de-leveled, which everybody liked that one. I think everybody was in agreement that that was fucking cool. Cool name. Alright. I did bust out a little fear on this Wand Ghoul Knight. Let's see if that's a fatal mistake. We want the fear to wear off before he rounds this second corner, or this next corner here too far, you know? You only get a couple steps before you're in the door. Uh-oh. Whew! Whew! That's why I like to pull the Dar first. I don't even want to sweat that. But sorry, I was feeling froggy. We went for it. Nice. I like getting pearls because it doesn't really take up room for me. I already got to carry one pearl for Banshee Aura. Speaking of, gotta recast that. It's a focused item that you don't consume, so you just got to carry one pearl on you. That's nice. I could stack up 19 more without, you know, infringing on bag space. I just got to remember to sell all the pearls but one when I sell. I'm used to this. I have a 60 Shadow Knight. So I'm used to keeping one pearl. So no big deal. Basically free loot. If it's going in a stack that you already have, it's free. Okay. Deep breath for the Dar Ghoul. These are tough. But the good thing is when I'm fighting the Dar Ghoul, I don't have to worry about aggroing the Dar Ghoul. I'm already fighting it. So I can fear kite this one for sure. I just gotta you know, gather the courage. Alright, I'm feeling courageous. Alright. We hope he made it far enough through that side room. Because he goes through the side rooms. He knows there's a pit there. Smart frog. And even though I didn't see the frogs, I'm certain he aggroed some stuff from that side room. Alright, gonna get up. How about now? Single Dargle? Hell yeah. Alright, refresh the snare. Straight to the fear. And just stay high. Just gonna refresh the snare every time. I don't want it wearing off. I would do every 2 times if I had the bigger snare on him. I was thinking about it. I pulled out my spell book to be like, do I want to do it? I don't know. A lot of mana. Should probably save some mana for life taps, you know? I will memorize it. Not bad. Doing okay. Nice proc would help, huh? Alright, I'm gonna do this big snare. And then I'll do 2 fears in a row without re-snaring. Getting a little crazy. Somehow I cast a life tap instead of a think. Or it was a proc. Oh, my spell was interrupted. Okay, that's what it was. I'm gonna proc. I was gonna say, I thought I was doing a fear, and I ended up life tap, but they look the same. Except one of them has casting and the other one doesn't. Oh, good. Job of the Fox, what's going on? Hey. Rise and grind. Just getting started over here. Thursday morning. Traditional. Ugh. Fear wore off. Just re-fear. What am I afraid of? Honestly, not bad. Definitely 30% in now. Traditional. Classic. Alright. Some big mana here. Whoops. Heat blood can stay up. Heat blood must have been, yeah, it was there, because I normally keep cancel magic at 7. It's nice to have a single slot dispel option. At a higher level, I probably wouldn't have room for cancel magic on my bar. And my choice for stripping buffs in PvP is going to be, of course, Gold Metal Wand. Never leave home without it. I got 3 of them on me right now. It's pretty good. That's enough for an afternoon of fun. I got to click a couple wands yesterday. I had a lot of PvP in Chardock. Like, tons. Tons of PvP in Chardock. It was insane how many freaking baddie corpses were stacked up. Only some of them I got yellow text for. You know, it's tough to kill steal NPC aggro when it happens, when there, so many NPCs aggroed. Hilariously, I got accused of training. Dude's own freaking friend, group mate, party member, whatever you want to call him, buddy, started scrambling and pulled a train of stuff. Meanwhile, I'm max ally. I'm not, I'm not aggroing shit. Guy aggroes a bunch of stuff and then brings it back to the cleric that had just rezzed him. Cleric dies and sends me a vaguely threatening tell, accusing me of training. Like, come on, don't make yourself a freaking some content for me. Don't accuse me of shit that I can easily disprove with the video I was obviously filming at the time. You know what I mean? Like I got all the footage. But honestly, it was just more boring more boring, easy kills. They'll make it in some compilation upcoming, you know, nothing worth its own clip yet, I don't think. My standards are high. I like to think I've been making some real high quality clips lately, so I'm, you know, keeping the quality high. I'm not trying to, you know, lower the stock with a couple freaking, you know, easy dinguses. But we're just gonna start over here. I gotta talk a little trash. If I don't talk a little trash, it's not a EQ PvP stream now, is it? You like them, Java? I'm glad you enjoy. It's EQ content for EQ enjoyers. And there's an asterisk after that because, you know, it is PvP centric, which offends the eyes of some EQ enjoyers, you know? And I'm not trying to force them to sit through anything they don't want to. But when it does find its way to the eyes of the EQ enjoyers that also are not offended by the thought of EQ PvP, 2 thumbs up for me. I'm very happy when that happens. That's what it's all about. Why I do it. Oh, this room is tough. I'm gonna have to split out a wizard without it affecting my feign death, right? If you try to feign death and the wizard starts casting on you, you can't cancel your feign death before it finishes. Oh man, that cast is gonna stand you back up unless it's a dispel, right? Dispel keeps you down. You stay feign death if you get dispelled, but it's, you know, pretty rare chance that that's actually what it's going to be casting, right? If it lands a cast or resists a cast, just that cast hitting is gonna stand you up. And the recast delay on feign death is, it doesn't say right here, but it's long. You're scrambling for like 20-30 seconds, it feels like. That's like too long to be getting wailed on by a couple bloodthirsties plus the caster. And then you're back in the same predicament, right? You gotta succeed that feign death when it's not casting, preferably like right after it casts. There's a lot of variables here, right? You get ghoul rooted. Does your feign death like fail on an otherwise good cast, right? It just, you fell to the ground instead of succeeded. That's tough. That's tough. You got a backup plan. Sometimes the backup plan is just get killed by bloodthirsties, you know, let's face it. So, that being said, I'm going for it. I'm not scared. Maybe I can pull that or right? Maybe it's right there around the corner. I jumped the gun a little bit on my feign death. I really didn't want to get hit by these bloodthirsties. So, if these bloodthirsties return and I stand up and the core re-aggros without triggering the bloodthirsties, it was a perfect split because I didn't get hit. That's I was gonna use this as a pumice. It's not what it is. All right, give it like 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. Just the core. Just the core. Oh yes. Beautiful. See? Perfect pull. I don't even need to see. Do it by feel. Do it by... I smelled this ghoul coming. So he's right there around the corner. Right there. Sniffed him out. Now I'm feeling a lot better. There's no caster in that room. We can just freely split and kite. Wow, he's taking a little walkabout. Come back here. Come back here. Oh, wow. He went far. He almost went into that next room. Oh, a Korgul wizard begins to cast a spell. Where is that happening? I don't know if I like that. Must be in one of these side rooms? I thought it was the one in this little hallway. That's why I said I didn't like it, but he's not up yet. I did not set a timer, though, to be perfectly honest. I mean, he's not chasing me, is he? Okay. Okay. Probably good enough to do another fear kite, to be honest. It's just, can I survive the split attempt? Like I said, it's easy right now. There's no caster to try to time. But if Feign Death fails, what do you do? My plan would probably be scramble. Try not to get hit for 20, 30 seconds, whatever it is for Feign Death to repop. Probably have to reattempt the split after all that, you know, whether I take damage or I just use all my mana in the Feign Death attempts. It's not the cheapest. Not the cheapest. 92 intelligence though, honestly, that's like pretty high for a troll. Doing good. Accidentally started golem wanding myself instead of opening the bag. I caught that. Could you imagine? Oof. Need to think about that. Like, I'll use a golem wand on myself, but like, you know, for a reason. I got to take off a couple buffs, or a couple debuffs, a couple dots. You know, dispellable ones. And they're right up top. Yeah, I'll take off a couple. I'll take off a couple good buffs with the bad buffs if I got to. If that's quicker than pulling out pumice or whatever proper dispel option I have, I'll use the wand. I wish they were instant cast though. Oh, fell to the ground, fell to the ground. Scramble time. Uh-oh. Saying uh-oh because, yeah. It's good though. At least we can still possibly keep this split, right? Other one walks away any freaking second now. Am I lagging out? What's happening? Why is this frog not leaving? There he goes. That was so weird. He stood there for a weird amount of time. Oh, you know what? He had to regen because he did hit me. He took 12 damage. All right. He's back. Ugh. Hit me with the root. Okay. Root off. Gotta recover a little bit. Recovery mode. Give me a proc. Come on, big proc, big proc. No big proc. There's a proc. Honestly, it was a double proc. I got the weapon proc plus the vampiric embrace proc. Beautiful. Another vampiric embrace proc. They're partially resisting though. It's 2 in a row. That was only 28 instead of 45. Another hammer proc. Beautiful. Wearing them down. Got a couple little sits in there. There we go. Oh, oh. A full damage round right there. At least it wasn't a double attack. That 104 would have been doubled. But full damage. Full damage sit hit. You know, it's my own bad for sitting so close to it. Feeling good. I thought you'd make it all the way to the end of the hallway at least. That's what you get for trying to, you know, trying to assume how long a fear is going to last. I assume a fear is going to last long enough now. I'm just going to keep casting it. Big XP. Come on, big XP. Yeah. Ooh. Oof. Very big. Oh, repop. I was just going to say, when do we get the repop? At least it didn't rebuff. Oof. Fully out of mana. I've done it now. Now I've really done it. Okay. Good. Honestly, I should probably note the time, because in 27 minutes I'm getting hit by the next repop. Note that. Got one last room in the frenzy camp. Or one last frog in the frenzy room. What I meant to say. I can't do it yet. Even if I had the mana, it'd be very foolish endeavor because I got a repop happening right here. And this one will add. I'm not... If I was level 60, I might be able to, you know, still kill the bloodthirsty without clearing any more ads right now, but I'm not. I'm level 55. I don't don't really have the wiggle room to kill 2 of these at once if one of them's a bloodthirsty. You know? We gotta kill this. And then med up. There we go. I got a couple good sits in there. And, you know, full disclosure, I'm doing what I would consider overextending right now, right? It's the PvP server. Just because there's nobody here doesn't mean there can't be anybody here. You know, that could change at any moment. Level 55, a kind of high occurrence of PvP in this level range. But, sorry, I'm not scared. I'm just acknowledging. I'm acknowledging that I'm overextending. This is a for sure happening right now. Okay. Met up a moment. That was the one that spawns in the nook out there. So there's only, you know, one or two more frogs to deal with before I can get back to the task at hand. Which would be the bloodthirsty. Actually, you know what? No. I don't need to worry about this other one. The wand ghoul won't aggro from way over here. And the Dar guy, he's troubled, yes, and he will spawn, yes. But since it's the last one in the room, I can start the fear way over there, and it's just that much more distance before it gets near trouble. Famous last words. I'm saying it'll be fine. I'm saying it'll be fine right now. Let's get like 50 mana. HP, hardly relevant. Just need mana. Yeah, Nickelback. Definitely. I'm a fountain of Shadow Knight tips and tricks. Whether I you know, whether I should or not, I'll give all the Shadow Knight secrets away. You know, even if there's some better kept, you know, under lock and key, I'll share all the secrets. Huge tip: you need a clicky. You need a clicky once you get to like level 30 or whatever. You want to be able to refresh that global cooldown reliably. Or else you're going to have a much harder time. Level 30, you get life draw, nice cheap life tap, quick enough to sneak in between hits. You can, you know, with a clicky and a proper weapon speed, you can do like hit, life tap, hit, life tap, hit, life tap, right? Of course, there's a clicky in the mix too, but that doesn't really take any time. How much the disadvantage for an XRSK? Oh, you're talking about for the plate armor stuff, the blood ember stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any blood ember stuff on me right now, so I'm getting by. I'm getting by. I'd say the biggest disadvantage for the Ixar is not being able to use the weighted axe, and that's gonna lose some stigma when they fix BowQuest, right? There's a fix on the horizon. I'd like to believe if Nilbog's patch note musings and bug thread, you know, stuff is to be any indicator. So, if with BowQuest going out the window, XR becomes a lot more viable, I'd say. I like two-hand weapons, personally. That's why you always see me playing a troll. I don't like the look of the ogre. I said 50 mana and I pulled at 40 mana. Whoops. I was gonna say that better wear off like before it even makes it near that hallway. Yeah, big buff for XRSKs after they fix bow quest. Big buff for rangers when they fix bow quest. You know what I mean? Like, basically. Finally getting put in their proper place. Top of the ranged class food chain, like they always should have been. You know what I mean? They never should have been warriors, top and rangers for ranged. Like, come on. Come on. We all know this. Alright, since that wand will respawn, I'm like, oh, he won't aggro. He's all the way across the room. If I sit, he probably will aggro, so I can't even sit in between fears here, right? Well, I can, because by now he's in the hallway. He's close. Oh, shit, he's very close, because Snare wore off. Okay, see what I'm saying about clickies? You need the clicky to go straight into the fear. If you had to wait for a global cooldown right there, you're taking another round of freaking beats by this thing. And, you know? If you're doing shit like that, you gotta med to full. I did not med to full. So... If, I forgot to hit the clicky in between those casts, so I was just sitting there spamming the 5, but it's okay. It's less urgent. There's a nice proc. There's a nice proc back to back. Ooh, love it. Speaking of procs. Oh, he ruined me. Shit. Not good. Not good. A new snare on it. Juicy procs. Yeah. I can't sit. He's going to be in that area. Still rooted. Oh, nice. Eat blood doing work right there. Fight's over. Fight's over, man. Another proc. Yes. Hey, what's going on, Crack? I'll share a little XP, you know? Crack's looking good, looking like he lost some weight, you know? Check it out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that was all of Frenzy Room. Let's check Cav and X. Right. Let's see what we're looking at. I'm quite low in the HP mana department. But, you know, feeling safe to look around a little bit. Let's see what repopped. We started the stream pulling that. Pulling Executioner. Placeholder at Cav. Two PHs. Whatever. sit here a sec. You ever see this blood stain in the floor? Did you know that this is right below that pit? You know the pit. The one over by assassin slash supplier. If you were to fall or jump or dive or whatever, you would either, depending on your angle and trajectory and momentum and shit, you'd either land in this middle floor over here. It's kind of like that pillar room halfway up the tower. Or you make your way down here. I would call this spot semi-safe. You're way back here, shuffle path, and come pretty close, but if you're not sitting, I don't think it sees you. If you're sitting, it definitely sees you. Partial resist. Big hammer proc. Yeah, I was playing Lort yesterday. It was Tuesday on a Wednesday, which is rare. What a rare thing, right? Normally it's Tuesday, Tuesday. It was Tuesday on a Wednesday this week. It's the only time I'm not solidly in stone, right? My afternoon stream, I'm kind of at the mercy of, my day. Whereas Rise and Grind, it's my call, right? I wake up, I'm here. It's too early to be you know, up to anything else really. We're here doing it live, enjoying some EverQuest. And there's something real nostalgic, wonderful, warm and fuzzy for me personally, and maybe some of you too, about getting up early, calling dibs. You know what I mean? Like I was in a big family, a lot of siblings, and we all enjoyed the computer, right? You wanna lay claim. You want to get something done. You got to get up early. You got to set an alarm. So I'm doing it like that. I'm doing it like that. Except instead of racing my siblings for the mouse and keyboard, it's more like just getting it done before you know the real world, where everybody wants to wake up and all that. The world is my oyster right now. All right, I didn't see where Crack went. Oh, I see him. I saw him for a second. Call that what? 31%. It's moving. should be able to tag this easy enough. Those things are around the corner now. Nice split, Crack. Nice split. Here, my safe spot a second. Let my mana get a little out. Okay, fine. That's all the way. That's all the way out. Be right back with the coffee refill. It's the last mug in the pot, which is good. We're halfway through the stream, aka just getting started. You know, it's always a 2-hour rise and grind sesh. Or at least that's what I like to plan. If I get that phone call early that I gotta go, then I gotta go, but that almost never happens. I usually get my full 8 a.m. end time, East Coast, USA. 6 to 8, like clockwork. I started a little early today, though. Couldn't wait, couldn't stay away. The world of Norrath was calling to me. Oh, you know what? Get the coffee after this one. Okay, be right back. Maybe I'll be back with Chester. That would be awesome. My cat. He would sit with me, stream with me again. It's been so long. He's like elusive. In fact, right now he went in the crawl space. He's figured out how to open the door, and he just wedges himself in there and walks, you know, crawls around, and comes back when he feels like it. That's his thing. That's cats for you, you know. Anyway, need that coffee. All right, back. I didn't even realize I had chat showing. Right? The juicy the details. What did I say that have an X I cleared before? Ah. I was, you know, recording EverQuest gameplay, and I might have started getting some funny tells, you know, so I had turned off the banner that you might be used to seeing behind me, or maybe the green border is new to you, right? If you're more used to the 2025 yellow bordered. Big booming darkness. Where's that? Booming darkness. Uh-oh. Are we in trouble? Oh, we're fucked. That's trouble. Alright. No? Holy shit. Good thing I didn't chase. Alright, Dooming Darkness is on. That's much better. Try to land a new Doomer. And it's done. You're done. You're finished, bloodthirsty ghoul. 3 minutes in time before the hallway respawn. If we get an easy placeholder in this room, I say we kill it now. Pacer Loco, what's going on? You watched a vid on how Nickelback, the band, I'm assuming, got canceled before cancel culture existed and thrived. Well, they didn't get canceled at all then, did they? They've got a lot of hits, let's face it. You know what I mean? People can make jokes and stuff, but they're still a household name. I feel like I seen them in concert once at a outdoor festival type thing. I got to look at the old lineups in Hartford at the Meadows. They would have something called 104 Fest back when there was Radio 104. What did they call it back then? It was they might have called it alternative rock at the time. Maybe it was modern rock. I forget what they rebranded a couple times, but you know they would play that type of stuff, and they would have a yearly summer concert, and it was kind of awesome because there was like 30 bands. They were the Beatles of our generation, Pacer Loca. I mean, that's one way to look at it, sure. Yeah, well, they brought back 104 Fest, I believe, but it's a or no, they brought back 104. I don't know if they brought back 104 Fest. I went to something called a 104 Fest years later, and it was instead of at the Meadows, it was downtown, and it was not 104 Fest. Let me tell you. It was called 104 Fest, but I think it was when Radio 104 was rebranded as it's like Christian rock or something, or like some sort of Bible radio or something. Anyway, it's back to being something. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't listen to the radio much these days, but you know, in the late '90s, it was you know the style of the time. You heard Chevelle began as a Christian band? Yeah, maybe that's like exactly the kind of band they would have had at 104 Fest. To be honest, Chevelle. I think that was one of the main stage bands. Like the last year they had it. I might be mistaken on that, but I feel like that's like exactly. Good times. Good times. They're calling it alternative rock still, yeah. And they probably play a lot of the same songs they played back then. You know, I mean, somebody's got to do it. Some people still want to listen to Nirvana. Oh shit, we got a frenzy. I was about to pull it. Ball pop is scheduled for now. Big frenzy. Palestine, what's going on? We just, hey, the dude, you're in luck. We're just getting started on a frenzied ghoul over here. All right, we're gonna get a wizard pop or any of that though. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with that band Palestine. Uh, I'll do a little. Oh shit! I might go down a Wikipedia rabbit hole later. I'm known for that. Introduce me to a new topic, and I want to read all about it. Ring or belt is the question. The dude, I'll tell you statistically what I think it's gonna be, but I don't want to be negative. A belt drop would be extremely welcome right now because I don't have any worn haste at the moment. Blink. Interrupted my spook. Big proc. Time to show this frenzy exactly who's the boss. Pull it back, way back. Got in the dooming darkness mode. But yeah, I got into some very fun PvP yesterday. Oh my god, it was kind of satisfying. Can't even lie. I think the funniest part, making a certain player plug, and then come back on an alt and plug, come back on an alt and plug. Not you. I wasn't wasting harm touch on any of these. You know what I mean? Like that's. I'd rather just just keep plugging. He plugged out on like so many alts, and then their whole guild came on level 60s just to sit there. So that it would be like 6-on-1 if I wanted to play on a 60. So I just played a 55 and just kept killing freaking whoever they'd bring. You know what I mean? Oh my god, it was so good. It was so funny. I wish I had to go to bed so I could get up for this. If I had, if I had more time, I would have kept doing it. It was just so fun. Yeah, Shadow Knight, sorry. Welcome to the chat. Calidan. Oh, it was so many plugs, so many deaths. There was even sometimes that I got kill stole by NPCs because you know how it is. It's if no yellow text happens, nothing happened. So I get it. I get it. I get the concept of diving for that PVE death just so you can get the res later, and nobody has to embarrass you by looting your corpse. Ring. But anyway, so like I get it. But some of the funny thing is one of the dudes dove for an NPC death and ended up training the cleric that was with him, who then accused me of training. Like it was your own friend. I'm Max Ally. Like literally was not me. So fucking funny. Out of all the content, that one might be the clip worthy one. Just the one guy, you know, diving for some NPCs rather than taking a clean yellow text that he earned, and then killing his friend in the process. And neither one of them went and got their corpses after that. So, better luck next time. Yeah, I have a screenshot that it's gonna make it into a thumbnail sometime or something. It's like one of the largest piles of corpses I've ever seen on this server, and it's not like key corpses in plain sky. You know what I mean? Like it's legit massacre site. There was so many, and I was only responsible for some of them. They were like their own worst enemies. They kept like pulling too many things and wiping, like even when I wasn't there. It was just insane how many corpses piled up in such a short period of time. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Like it's EverQuest. You'll see me do the rise and grind. You'll see me really lock in, clock in, buckle down, and keep my nose to the grindstone as far as getting that XP. Kill your buddy and then blame the good team. Shameful. I know the dude. It's crazy. I was just there trying to bring a little honest to goodness player versus player action. And they got to bring the accusations and the. Okay. There was one other moment. And if any haters out there are listening, listen close. This one should get some of you sweating. I got some really good footage of what I would consider extremely shady stuff going on, too. I'm not talking like, oh, I think this person was boxing. No, no, no. I'm talking extremely shady stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cranking up your speed to like 3 times Sal to, get away when you. It was weird. I saw some weird stuff. I saw some real weird stuff. When I'm chasing you with a level 60 Sal and you're, running in an inferior line and somehow gaining huge distance, that's a little red flag. That's not something I usually see. Anyway, like I said, if you're a hater out there and you watching to hate watch and you're listening close, report that back. Report that I seen some fucking shady shit. You got the dual core bug a few times on your own rig? Yeah. Did you get it when you were below 15 HP and about to die? And then just all of a sudden took off? Like you clicked the spirited cheetah item, even though you're indoors and not that class? Because that's a weird bug. It was login and lasted the session. Yeah, that I've seen that happen to a friend one time, and they were concerned that it was strange, and they logged out and it fixed. I think they rebooted. I don't know. It's not the kind of thing that I'm gonna sit around accusing people if I don't have hard proof. I have the video. I've reviewed the video. The more I look at it, the shadier it looks. So it's like, out of everything, that might be a little content. The person training their friend and then the friend blaming me, that might be content. But the vast majority of the kills were very routine, boring, mundane even. You know what I mean? Like not noteworthy at all. Nothing to write home about, no exciting names. You know what I mean? Nothing. Just you got to do it. You got to do it. Otherwise, people are going to get complacent. Right? You got to stay on top of them. Anyways, we are in fact just getting started over here. We got 40 minutes left of the grind, thereabouts. 42 minutes, but who's counting? The weekend's right around the corner. Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026, number 6, is on the horizon, and I'm pumped. Last Sunday was the Frogtacular Frog Fest. I hope you enjoyed that. We might do that more often. you know, we might, just to mix it up, keep things fresh. One Wan Ghoul, I can handle this. One won. One win. Wangul. I like the Zalgul because it reminds me of Saul Goodman. Zalgul. Man, you know what I mean? I don't know. I first time I saw a Zal, not first time I saw a Zalgul, but I remember one time seeing a Zalgul and that just like clicked. It's like Zalg Zalgul, man. Go check on Crackdown here. Nice, nice. Looking good. Yeah, better calls all. Better calls all. Alright, I think I can. I was gonna say I could probably help tag it, but you got it. You got it down to a science, dude. That'd be a good Shadow Knight or Necro name. Wangul. Wangul Knight. Yeah, this is from the Triple Dar room. This is honestly advanced EverQuest. This is, I would say, if you're soloing as a Shadow Knight, this isn't the easiest room to learn the ins and outs of. I would say, right? You gotta. Well, I mean, I guess it could be worse. It could be some casters, right? At least there's never a caster in the triple Dar room, but still, Dars are tough. They hit hard. They'll root ya. Almost too easy. Oh yeah, XP's flying now. Flying. But yeah, if you were enjoying Lort yesterday, I am thinking of playing some more Lort this weekend. I'll probably stream it on YouTube because if I do something that's unscheduled, you know my schedule on Twitch, right? 3 times a week, like clockwork. If I add another stream on Twitch, I want it to be a weekly thing, and I'm not quite there yet with my schedule personally to add another day yet. So any bonus extra stream I do in the week, I'm just gonna do it on YouTube, so it's not like blowing up your notifications on Twitch. You know, you're gonna get just 3 a week from me. Rise and Grind Thursday, Tuesday, whether that's Tuesday, or Tuesday on a Wednesday, and then of course the Sunday Swantacular Splash Fest 2026. Those are the 3 right now. That's the schedule, solid. So if I want to play a little Lort, like on Saturday, if I'm stuck inside because it's 30 below zero on Saturday, I might play a little Lort. If you want to join me on YouTube, I'll have, I'll post it in the Discord. And if you like literally want to join me and play the game, it is up to 8 players, and it looks a lot more fun Like the more the merrier, to be honest. Me and Fardotron played it together, a little duo session, and it was great. Like it was twice as much fun duo as it was alone. So I can only imagine, what, 3 people, 4 people, the more the merrier, up to 8. Pretty cool. I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm just musing while crack meds up for the next split. I guess I could probably try the split because I'm full full up. I'm gonna try to hit a Banshee Aura. Wow, first cast, no fizzle. Let's get a skill up too. How about it? No skill up. Alright, crack's doing the split. I am ready. Oh, crack's still taking damage. Is this good? Fighting 2? Alright. That looks good. Uh-oh. Okay, no, I think we're good. Nothing's fucked here, dude. Oh, you know what I should definitely try to do? Hit him with a nuke. What level's this? Level 49. Oh boy. You want to see me fizzle all my mana? Let me try this level 49 nuke right now. Half my mana. Half my mana fizzles. I can't try the 49. What's this one? 39. Maybe this will be a little better. There we go. Succeeding the cast. No skill up though. This is like on all my Shadow Knights. This is my lowest skill. What is it? Evocation? Yeah. That's tough. There we go. Big proc. Farm bone chips with Ward Undead? Really? Good idea. The dude. Can you skill up on green stuff? I guess I knew that, and I just didn't really put 2 and 2 together. That would be good, huh? Because I used to think you could only skill up on stuff that gave you XP, but I feel like that was a different era. If they might have added that for casting, you're pretty sure. Gotcha. Unless the melee... Okay, honestly, it's probably melee skills that I'm basing all my assumptions off of, because I'm, traditionally I'm a warrior. Shadow Knight is kind of new for me. I dropped some water on the ground if if you need that, crack. There you go. Alright, let's see what's happening at Frenzy itself. Let's see. Might be time for a pop over there. Nope. Nothing. Check Cavalier Executioners. Cavalier and the Executioner, I guess is what I meant to say. Cavalier Executioners sounds like multiple of something else. Placeholder. Oh, I thought that was my phone call that I gotta go already. My heart dropped. I'm not ready. I want to play some more EverQuest. We still got a half hour left of this stream. Hey, cheers to that. Rise and grind. I think the sun's probably just about up. My way back to Frenzy. Let's see what we see over here. Anybody's in my range yet? It's me and Crack. Well, it says 2 players. One of them's yourself, right? I am in range to me. Because I glare threateningly at my right. And here's the other one. So there's nobody else on the whole server in my level range right now. It is what it is. And we got repops here any second. I'll be right back real quick. Okay. We doing this? We doing this big? Big Dargul? I hit with the dooming before it goes around the corner. Oh yeah. It helps to make sure nothing else is up in the hallway before you do that, which I did not do. I feel like we still got a couple minutes for the other one. Maybe not. It's alright. There's 2 of us now. We could each fear kite something next to each other. That was weird. Weird lag. Alright, skill up. Skill up. Nope. Couldn't be so lucky. Probably got this guy? Yeah, this guy's up. This is a tough split. I'm gonna do it like I did last time. I'm just gonna give him a minute. Maybe going in this nook was not the most strategic. I'm gonna get up. Perfect. Perfect. You know what? Going in the Nook was strategic because it gives me the timing I need. That's why I did it, because it worked last time. So I was like, it'll work again. It did. It worked perfect. Because he walks through that side room, and you don't see the frogs, but I'm almost certain at least one other frog is adding, if not the whole room, which I think is 3. I don't want that. I don't know why frogs are broken and have been for so long. Oh shit. Oh shit, snare off. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh no. Speaking of the room with the ads, let's find out how many ads. Yep, yep, yep. Just start snaring them and fearing them. Core Ghoul Wizard? Where the fuck did Core Ghoul Wizard come from? We got a repop? Getting a little spicy. I'm getting frocked right now. Frocked up. I frocked up, guys. Alright, juggling. We're juggling now. How's Crack doing? How's Crack doing out there? It's getting a little spicy. One Ghoul Knight, you're not too scary. Four Ghoul Wizard, you're a little scary. Pretty much the end of my mana. Dark Ghoul Knight, you're extremely scary. Engulfing Darkness is off of what? The core or the wand? Probably the wand. Yeah, there's the wand. We're on it. We're on it. Where's the core? Has the core been killed? Fear off. But this guy? Okay, snare off the core. Fear off the core. Oh my god, it's 2 cores. Oh shit. We're in big trouble now, buddy. Out of mana. I can't do anything. Fear it. Fear it. Fear it. Fear it. Fear it. Oh my god, the wand. The wand's back. Man. Almost. I think Crack will be okay. It's just 2 cores, or no, 1 core and a wand at this point. The wand's easy. Ah. Ugh. You saw when it all went bad, right? When that snare wore off. The trouble dar. And it pulled the room that I didn't want to pull. It only pulled 2. I said there was 3 in the room. We got 2, which was, you know, accurate to my at least 1 estimation. Yeah, 2 is at least 1. But, you know, it's one of those things where I could say I told you so, and who does that help? I told myself so? I know. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen, and it happened anyway. Told myself. All right. Get back down there. Oh my god, Frog Tad, you gotta stop. You gotta stop, Frog. Lucky. I know, that was, if I had, like, mana for 1 more fear, maybe. But at least Harm Touch repopped. before I died, so I was able to use the harm touch, which I think helped Crack live, maybe? Because, like I said, I think Crack can survive that. It was one core, which was pretty, from what I remember, it had a lot of meat on the bone left. One wand that was pretty well whittled down. And that was it, right? Because the harm touch got the first core very low, and we finished it. Yeah, new harm touch on spawn. There, exactly. Well spent. You can't go down with harm touch up. That's a waste, right? That's when you waste harm touch. Use it or lose it when you're going down, you know? But what I should have done, hindsight's 2020. When I was 0%, which I was standing there for like a hot second at like 0%, I should have pulled an HP item and then lost no XP and came back ready, right? Now I'm a little bit in the negative now. We got to 30%. We started the stream probably about here. So I'm going to need a res at some point, but it's not. I ain't sweating it for a while because I could go to work. I could log off and go to work. And my res timer won't be ticking down. You know what I mean? Deal with it later. We got plenty of time. And that's part of what I love about EverQuest. You know? It's a little punishing. It's not the most forgiving game in the world, but you know, it gives you opportunities to atone a little bit, if that makes sense. That was like what, 5 frogs at once at one point. That was too many. Yeah, Crack lives. Good, good. Yeah, I should have pulled the HP item. My one regret, because then I would not need a res. Wow, I took 0 damage and I didn't get stuck. Usually it's one or the other, right? You take a little damage or you get stuck. That's the choice you got to make as a troll on that ladder. I choose damage. But that time, I actually made it down. Freak accident. Okay. Well, good news is everything's dead, right? Every frog in a freaking 10-mile radius from that spot has been... Whoops. Wow. I forgot what Shadow Knight I was on for a sec. If I'm on, you know, Nice Chewy, the Froglocks love me. I can hit my Invis Undead in the swamp and run through, you know? But if I'm playing pretty much any of my other Shadow Knights, I gotta invis past those 3 and then invis them. And I know this. I know this. Alright, we've got Dargul. Voice. Okay. Back to Fighting strength. Whoops. I have everything except for the two spells that I'm casting. And right? Snare and fear. Spook the dead. Alright. We kill this Dar. And I might be back up to 30% after. This is wishful thinking. But I think might still be able to finish on a positive, even with an unredeemed, XP redemption ticket. Oh shit! Got the repop.
Dude, are you fucking this up?
What's going on? You like the new sound alert there? I figure that might come in handy sometimes, you know? Feeling good. Nothing is fucked here, dude. Oh my god. Leave me alone. Blast me with static winds, you jerk. You jerk frog? Look what you done now. Uh-oh. Saw my snare wear off his feared thing. It's okay, it'll be back, right? We can only assume. Like I said, pretty much everything in a 5-mile radius has just been pulled and slain, so we're okay. Full speed kind of. Anybody in range now? Nope. Okay. That was that room. Blood Ember boots and gloves would be awesome for this. Yes. So I have those on Nui. I know. I was thinking about that too. If I had pulled the item, gone negative HP and died without being killed, wouldn't need a res. But the other like, oh, coulda, shoulda, woulda is if I had the no mana fear, you know? No mana snare, no mana fear. The only downside is the cast time. It's a pretty long cast time. But you know, it would have been a chance versus being totally out of mana and just like dying about it. But it is what it is. Almost back up to 30%. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to go out on a high. You know? Gotta go face the real world soon enough. Keep an eye on my phone. Like I said, it's Could be any moment, I guess. You never know. Surprised Fear's still on. Solid. Solid spook the dead right there. I don't think I have that. Easy. Ooh, almost. I'm calling that 29.5%. Like I said, we hit 30. I'm finishing on a high, right? I'm up gains and a whole corpse ready to res later. That's like a battery. That's like having a whole battery pack of XP, you know? Now, I don't want too many battery packs of XP. Keeping it one would be nice, you know? Nice, tidy little, you know, pick me up later. AKA somebody pick me up. Somebody res me, please, later. There's a proc. No pops there yet. No pops there yet. I mean I can't bandage a non-player entity. Double proc. We got 3 procs on this star? Come on. Been a little long to call it a triple, but still love to see a third. Come on. As a life tap proc. There we go. Third hammer. Fourth. 2 doubles. That's 1,000 damage right there in procs. You know, more than that. Gotta love it. One more dar down there, right? Do believe it to be true. Oh, wait. We're ahead of the game. Nice. Perfect, perfect. One last bountiful slay incoming before the end of the stream. You know, it's almost 8 a.m. I gotta go face the real world. I don't know about the rest of you. If you're gonna be enjoying some more EverQuest this morning, well, I welcome you to join me on the upcoming raid where we're gonna go find another EverQuest channel to enjoy some EverQuest with. And I will, you know, I'll leave it on for my cats to enjoy. You know, Chester loves EverQuest. You know, Winnie, certainly EverQuest enjoyer. And they, you know, they'll be able to enjoy it. And I'll be back to enjoy some too when I get home. But the beauty of this is finishing high, right? Solidly 30% incoming. Corpse ready to res. I get to think about that. I get to, you know, that'll keep me warm today. Be like, oof, can't wait to get home, get that res, and see what my XP lands at. It's gonna be, will it be a second bubble? You know, maybe, maybe. Could be huge. So, anyway, I appreciate everybody who hung out today. Let's make sure there's no frenzy up before I log. That's like the one thing I would stay a little late for. The frenzied ghoul. You know, call me crazy. Call me crazy. Okay, no frenzy, no frenzy. But if you enjoyed this today, let me assure you, everything on a Sunday kicks it up a notch, right? I'm sure some of the streaking viewers in attendance can attest to that, right? Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest. I try to live up to the name. You know, it's not just a little EQ stream. It's an experience. It's an event. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors. This weekend, Sunday, Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026, number 6 is going to be live in effect here on Twitch. And of course, will be re-uploaded on YouTube 2 weeks later. We're back to a 2-week delay. Maybe we cut it back down to 1 week. I'm back and forth on that. As long as it goes on YouTube eventually, it enters the permanent record. We can keep it around for you know, EverQuest enjoyment to come. All right, what's going on out here? Let's go say what's up to Black Bullet. Playing on Quarm. I'm starting to really enjoy the TAC-P client. You know what I mean? It's cool. Cool stuff. So anyway, show some love. I'm going to be uploading some clips soon. I got some, you know, I got some kill shots to load for sure. You know, EQ PvP, number one EQ PvPer on TikTok. Even though I'm not even gonna post them on TikTok anymore. TikTok's fucking dead. We're doing YouTube now. Anyway, so say what's up, all right? See ya.